mantras of our Divine Mother. Our Divine Mother says, when you give yourself to the accomplishment of an unselfish aim, never expect the ordinary people to praise and support you. On the contrary, they will always fight against you, hate and curse you. But the divine will be with you always at all times, says our Divine Mother. With my blessings, says our Divine Mother. Today being our Champaklal's birthday, here are some lines taken from the book Champaklal Treasures with the Divine Mother. Page 8, topic I am there. Our beloved Champaklal writes, ever since our Divine Mother left her physical body, known and unknown persons have been asking for something touched by her. Once someone came and said, please give me something touched by the Divine Mother. It will help me much in the sadhana. Champakda says, I saw that he was very sincere. I also remembered seeing him with the Divine Mother, upstairs. Now you know how devotees always wanted to place their head in the Divine Mother's lap, but some lacked the courage to do it. To some of them, I used to say, place your head in Mother's lap. This person was one of them. So I asked him about it. He was so happy to recall that occasion and said, Champaklalji, I am very grateful to you forever. You asked me to lay my head in the Divine Mother's lap. I could have never dared to do it myself. And how she cares me. And then Champaklal Dada says, oh, then you are very fortunate. But you do not have anything touched by the mother? For that gentleman says, no, Champaklalji, that is why I am praying for it. For that, Champaklal Das says, what about your head? Has it not been touched by the Divine Mother? You were always carrying it and it remains with you all the time. Nobody can take it away from you, is it not? For that, the gentleman says, yes, you have opened my eyes today. I now understand that the inner life is more important than the outer. On a similar occasion, another person said to Champaklalda, of course, she has blessed me with both the hands and more. First, she placed her hand on her own heart and she placed her full palm over my chest, gently pressed one finger and said, there I am, see there inside. Here also, I draw this attention to the fact to that mother's touch was stamped on his body and asked him what more he wanted. He was deeply moved. He closed his eyes and folded his hands. Next topic, very precious. Alda Champaklalda writes, the niece of our Joshi laboratory was bringing something special to be offered to the Divine Mother each time she visited the ashram. On the last occasion, she brought a box containing 1111 blessing packets. They had been arranged so beautifully in square marble envelopes. In each envelope was a golden cover with a heart-shaped window. Within that were placed flower petals. Mother was very happy on seeing it and named it Golden Heart Blessing Packet. With a memorable expression, she placed both the hands over the packets and moved them from one end to the other, over and over again, saying, pretty, beautiful. When the girl left the room, the Divine Mother took the box near her chest and held it up with her hands crossed over it. Looking at me, says Champakda, looking at me, she said, for my use, not for you. Then she gave me the box, saying, "Keep it very carefully, very precious, very precious. Give me when I ask." But as you know, she used them very little. She had left them for us. As I look back, I understand why she has asked me to keep them carefully and why she did not use them freely. Speaking about blessing packets, Achampakda says, I am reminded about the special packets of divine love. You remember Kamala had wanted plastic boxes and you had arranged for them. Kamala would fill a box and send it to the mother or give it personally. How happy the Divine Mother was when she received the box each time. It was a great privilege for Kamala. At some stage, the Divine Mother stopped using these packets. I could not understand why she was still sending the Divine Love flowers for making packets, though she was not using them. The collection went on growing. Then, on the occasion of last Kali Puja day, she said she would give these divine love packets to people. It was on 5th November 1972. She distributed them freely. Next topic from our beloved Champaklal's Treasures book, Memos and Notes from the Divine Mother's Papers. Topic Psychic Beings. Ada writes, the quantity is definitive but the number is undetermined. I feel inclined to the reply, I live so far from all these conventions that I had not even thought of this. We live only because Thou willest. We do not die unless Thou willest. The anniversary of my return to Pondicherry, which was the tangible sign of the sure victory over the adverse forces. What I want to bring about, says her Divine Mother, what I want to bring about in the material world upon the earth is perfect consciousness, integral knowledge, omniscience, power, invincible, irresistible, ineluctable, omnipotence, health, perfect, constant, unshakable, perpetually renewed energy, eternal youth, constant growth, uninterrupted progress, perfect beauty, complex and total harmony, inexhaustible, unparalleled riches, control over all the wealth of this world, the gift of healing and giving happiness, immunity from all accidents, invulnerability against all adverse attacks, perfect power of expression in all fields and activities, the gift of tongues, the power of making oneself understood perfectly by all, and all else necessary for the accomplishment of thy will. 23rd October 1937. Our Divine Mother says in the book with Champaklal's Treasures, silence all outside noise, aspire for the Divine's help, open integrally to it when it comes and surrender to its action, and it will effectively bring about your transformation. A prayer for August 15, 1950. Lord, give me the strength of a total perfect sincerity that I may be worthy of thy realization. Lord, give us the strength to live integrally the ideal we proclaim. Do not take the sorrows of life for what they seem to be. They are in truth the way to greater achievements. Who are you? Says the adverse force. I am the impartial and truthful mirror in which everyone finds his own real image. Our Divine Mother says in the Champaklal's Treasures, it is a fact that the Godhead has always been taken a physical body with the intention of transforming that body and making of it a fit instrument for His manifestation upon earth. But it is also a fact that until now He has failed to do so for one reason or another. He had always to leave that physical body with the work of transformation unfinished. In order that the divine may keep till a total transformation takes place, the body through which he is manifesting upon earth, it is necessary that at least one individual, if not more, fulfilling the required conditions of harmony, strength, sincerity, endurance, unselfishness, and poise in the physical, should consider the body in which the divine incarnates not only as the most important thing, but as the thing exclusively important, more important than the divine's work itself, or rather that this body should become for him the symbol and the concretization of the divine's work upon earth. Date October 3rd, 1952. Our Divine Mother says, "The Lord has said, the hour is come, and all the obstacles will be surmounted." A vision repeated for the third time. A small mountain train, open without sides or roof, just seats in rows close to one another, arrives and stops at its terminus. There is only one passenger, no visible driver. When the train stops, the passenger stands up and steps out of it on the platform outside. Nothing can be seen of the landscape outside, yet there is a strong feeling that it is the top of a very high mountain covered with ice and snow. Beyond it, there is only a clear, pale blue sky. When the passenger stands outside the train, he becomes clearly visible. It is unlarge Sri Aurobindo, but clean shaved, no hair, no moustache, no beard. His complexion is pale and ivory, almost translucid. He stands for a second on the platform and then comes back, sits once more at the same place in the train and says quietly but very decidedly, "No, I will go further." And the vision stops abruptly. Date 4th July 1953. We'll continue this tomorrow. These are the words of our Divine Mother, written to our favorite Champaklal Da.
The master of existence lurks in us and plays at hide and seek with his own form. In nature's instrument loiters secret God. The immanent lives in man as in his house. He has made the universe his pastimes field, a vast gymnasium of his works of might.